but forgot to put the thumbnail in. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird, and this is the Daily Walk and Talk. As you can see, I'm on the other side of where I'm usually not, I'm right here, should be in town right now, but I have some business I had to take care of here first. So decided to come back down this way. So I'm going over to my bench. Oh, you repainted this bike, beautiful. Thought we'd get a little walk and talk. Well, actually, I'm not going to be walking anywhere, to tell you the truth. I'm going here to the bench, wait for my clothes to dry. They're sitting over at the laundromat. And get my work gear cleaned up so I can basically get over. As a matter of fact, hey, you, why is there a laundromat right across from the freaking warehouse? Whatever, don't care. But anyway, yeah, had some business to take care of down here. Figure little odds and ends taken care of. Then go back over on the other end, on the side, which I'll be right back over there. I'm not walking. Of course, I took my lift up here because I had some stuff I had to bring over. And then I'm taking the lift right back over. So this is Daily Walk and Talk, something short. I'm just going up to the park with my food. Just chill off a little bit. Because I got a lot to do today. I got a lot of places I got to be at. I got 4 more units I got to look at today for doing our demonstrations in. And I want to check out this building called, I have to tell you, we can't give you the name. Can't do that. And also, too, I got some supporters that popped on. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. When to see our company grow and get to that next level. And you know, it's nice when you're talking to other people in business and they share their stories of things they had to go through, of dealing with people who have tried to take things from them or try to destroy their businesses. Everybody been through it in business, of people doing dirty stuff. But I'm happy because soon September's about here and we're gonna get all this taken care of. Let me see. Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna pop over here to my bench and sit down and relax. I even had another fellow, he's a little higher up on the chain, so if I need anything, just let him know. And he'll get me whatever I need. Now, in their minds, they think negative because they'll think, oh, he's got something. No, these are people of power who have to get us, if we need certain attorneys or whatever has to be done to prosecute these individuals. And gentlemen, you're not looking too good right now. You are not looking too good. No. You claim me to be this person, this scammer, this ripoff artist, and keep in mind, nobody in their right mind is going to spend the money I'm spending to go out and do this, you know. And on top of it, I've been backing my products up for years. I've been backing up my products before these people even came into the picture. I've been backing my products up. But all of a sudden, you just gonna pop up on the scene and say, oh, he's this, that, and the other. Well, September's coming on soon. You can explain it to a judge. I can't wait to see it happen. I'm so excited about it. You have no idea. Watching Jamie squirm in court, trying to explain to a judge everything he said to try to back it up. If he can't, well, lights out. But it's nice to be to talk to people and say, you know, and I got people at my YouTube channel saying, you know, I like my work. And, you know, we do what has to be done, and we are. We get our business out there and get things done. I just can't believe that closer we get to these court dates coming up, that these guys did all that dumb stuff, all that dirt, and trying to make my business. They try to take away my company. They did all that dirt. And they gotta go before a judge. And they gotta have this conversation with a judge. they can go on YouTube and talk all the nonsense they want. Don't make a difference. You still got to go before a judge and have this conversation. I want to know why in the way you attack my company and why you got it in your head that everything I'm doing is supposed to be fake. So I can't wait to hear it. I've been through this before. I sued someone over some nonsense like this. It didn't go well for them. They had no way to back anything up. They just kept repeating the same thing over and over again because they were upset and angry. They lost everything. That's why I say, you have no idea the process you're going to go through. It's going to be bitter. It's going to be ugly. Especially in that courtroom, it's going to be ugly. These people break down and they cry in court. Because they figured they cry in court, the judge is going to give them some leniency. No, you ain't get no leniency in there. So if you just made all that up, we know you did. If it was true, I would have got my black paint by now, which I never received. And you thought that it wouldn't go any farther than YouTube. I'm here to tell you, it just did. They'll cry about their medical problems. They'll cry about them not having enough money, they can't pay it. They don't care about that. Pay me. Plead to me at the end of the day, I don't want to hear it. My lawyers definitely don't want to hear it. We watched you for the last couple of years in there carrying on, acting up on your YouTube channel. All your activities is right before the judge now. See what kind of people you guys were, how you carried on, and now you acted up. Now all of it's coming to a head. My personal favorite is, I'm too old to go to jail. I won't survive in there. I hear that a lot. That's a key favorite right there. They want to try to get out on some kind of probation. You can't get probation. You did too much stuff. And then what makes it worse is you guys all know each other. So that means you knew what each other were doing. He knew what you were doing. You all knew what each other. You had that old Crowcast thing going on. You all had this whole thing. It's bad. On my end, things are good. They're fantastic. I just brought a whole bunch of stuff, put it in the unit, going back over there and start setting up my tables, my cabinets, my lighting system. I'm cool with management over there. And those you think, oh, we snake, I ain't got snake jacket, then the Christians ain't got to do that at all, period. We get favoritism. I haven't got an outlet next to my unit. They told me use it anytime I want. I said, now we're good. We got the ecosystem coming in. We show them the system. We show them everything. And they went in and said, well, just let us know if you need anything, and that's it. So I got the RV set up already. Put that theater on the ghost screens. We actually got an RV we're going to do our videos in. And I got 37 people that I know that are hardcore gamers that are going to basically boost the Apex gamer when we launch it. So yeah, I set us up. We're good to go. Oh, my business cards. Oh my goodness, but you see them. So I want my 2 types of business cards. I got the tap unit coming in when you tap the digital card, but I also got in these transparent business cards. You can see right through them. And they're not cheap. Oh my goodness, they're not cheap. But I wanted them, I got them. They're like $100 for 25 cards, but they are sick. And they're made out of this kind of kind of plexi, not plexi, like kind of a light thin credit card, kind of plastic. You can see right through. And I got all the letters so they rise up off of it. Just did them at Vistaprint yesterday. So I'll show them off to you when I get them. Got the 800 number up there looking nice. And next, I'm gonna start working on my brochures, get those done. And I'm getting myself a customized hoodie with my company's name and t-shirt. So I figured I got a wholesale license, might as well do something with it. They got this outlet up here where they have hoodies, jackets, sweatpants, all kinds of stuff, you know, for printing stuff on. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna buy about $2,000 worth of their merchandise using my wholesale license. I'm gonna take it over to the Salvation Army and give it to them. So that way, people have something warm to wear, and they got clothes that's coming in. That's what my company wants to do anyway. That's what I want to start doing anyway, helping other people out. That upsets the naysayers, because they don't want to hear that Mr. Bird's doing good. Well, not too bad for you. I'm gonna enjoy the scenery, people. You there? There we go. So it's early in the morning. We're up, getting my business done and taken care of. Actually, I was up earlier than this. I'm up 4 o'clock in the morning every day. So 4 o'clock at the home front is when I get up. I get to the office at around 6 o'clock. And then from the office, I get all my work done, everything that has to be completed and done. Once all that's finished, around 8 o'clock is when I pull up out of the office and I come out here and do all my odds and ends that have to be taken care of. So, not to be rude, but to Mr. Fernando, who works at 9 to 5, I'm up earlier than you. I get more done in my day than you work a job. I start every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. How do you think I got all that work done? You can't do those videos getting up at freaking 9 o'clock. It's virtually impossible. I got to be up before the birds get up. Because by the time I get done building all this stuff I got to put together, and then processing all the orders, and then doing all the videos, and designing all the labels and everything else I got to do, and building the website and all the updating and all I do. That's just one person doing all that. And then I got to do all the legwork. I'm going around and checking out all these units where I'm going to do our video demonstrations in. And mind you, I'm the one who makes the technology. So God blesses us with it, but I make it. So that's a lot of work to do. That's why I can't see how people got the time to do dumb stuff at the end of the day. You don't have a business at the end of the day. You don't have a business. You got to really stop saying that. You do not have a business. I'll tell you the theory behind that. He got mad over that. I know he got mad over it. He probably got ticked off. No, you don't have a business. No, you don't. You don't have one. If anybody who's starting a business and say they're still working and they're still in the business within a year, I understand that. It takes some time to get that thing off the ground. It does. And you want to make sure that you're making a huge, massive step, because now you're going to be leaving your job security to go into a business that may do well and may not. It could fail easily. That's a huge, massive leap to do. But there are people that do it. They come in, they save enough money, they build, they work, they get their foundation laid, and then they know that they can't do both at the same time. So they have to leave one of them, and they come to say, hey, today's my last day. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to get my own company. And they do it. They take that leap. But this guy's been working at that printing, if he's still working at that printing place, for the last 5 years. How long you had your business? All right then, you don't have a company at the end of the day. You don't, because you can't do both. If you were so busy, if your company was really pushing like that and you were so busy as you claim you were, it's virtually impossible you can work another job. That's impossible. That's not going to happen. And you work at a printing plant. I'm not trying to be rude here, but I got a degree in culinary arts. I did an internship for a month over in Paris. This is way before I met you, Mr. Fernando. Way before I met you. Those PCs, them customized PCs you see on my account, them customized designs, when they build, I was getting paid a ton of money to design those machines for other people who wanted customized PCs. It looks like something more than the everyday setup. I get paid for that. But as I said before, I wanted to do something different, and since I got involved in this screen paint, I like it a lot. I do. I like to develop, I like to make it, and all that stuff like that. So I kind of left the IT stuff alone for a bit, and only use it for my own personal use. And I walked away from becoming the chef, and that was 14 years ago. So 14 years ago, I haven't worked a job since then. And I've been in multiple houses that I've rented out. Watch my business grow, watch it expand. And you on the other day, I've been in the same apartment since how long? That tells a lot right there. You were never in the business to make a business. You were in the business to just make a little change and rip people off. That's it. Because if you weren't, you would see some kind of growth, something. There's nothing there. You have the same products you've had since 5 years ago. Nothing at all. Nothing's changed. You know, technology we develop in a day compared to what you have right now. Look at my list that I have. I showed. My list shows around 483, and now it's the 90-something products that we have designed on one account. On my second website, I got 2 websites. The other one over there shows we have somewhere between 83, 87. That's products I developed and tested on YouTube compared to what you have. Look at my track record work versus yours. Compared to what I know in rear projection technology, you don't know anything. Projector mapping applications, you don't know anything. Ambient light projection technology, you don't know anything. Dedicated theater rooms, you ever built one of those before? I have. I know what it's like to build one of those things. Have you done it? No, you have not done it at all. What about how many certified high-grade screens have you tested versus me? Yeah, I've tested so many screens. I had companies reach out to me and tell me my stuff has amazing potential. Outdoor demonstrations versus me. I have more. I literally have more demonstrations I've done outside on just about every freaking level you could possibly think of. We've done it. That's why we had the Match Your Betters out there to show at the end of the day our comparison to everybody else. So technically, and if you compare yourself to me, you don't know nothing at all, period. Heck, and I hate to be rude here, you can't even fill out proper paperwork for a basic LLC, which is very easy to do. It's not that complicated, people. It's very easy to do. You just don't lie on those documents. You don't lie on any document. You don't lie on your DBA, your EINs, none of them, your business license. You don't lie on any of that. They get you in trouble. So it just shows you, if you look at his track record compared to us, he hasn't done anything in 5 years. 5 or 6 years he's been making this product. And you've been still working the same job. If you're still working that job, but you're still working a job at the end of the day. What the guy said about the whole vampire theory. If you've been broke since 1876 and you're a vampire, you might just walk out in the sun and get it over and done with. Because apparently you ain't doing a good job of becoming a vampire. If you notice, vampires are always rich. If you notice that, they're always rich. So somebody said, if you're a vampire and you've been broke, that's the whole thing they talk about. Vampires are rich. Look at it. They're rich. They're filthy rich. So if you're a vampire, you haven't figured out how to get your life together, and you have immortality at that, you might just walk out in the sun and get it over and done with, because you're failing that hard. So if you're still working a job, and you've been doing your business for 5 years, and your job is actually taking care of your household than your business, then you need to get out of the business. Or find something else. Maybe it's not your knack. Because you're not self-sufficient, you're not self-independent. The other one, who makes screen paints, well, he can't even sell his products. His products don't sell. He keeps canceling states. That ain't gonna go well for him. And his products really don't work at all, period. Can't make, again, as we said, you can't make things up. He's going to court for that. I'm not joking with that. We are literally taking him to court for that range gain nonsense. Because you can't go around, it's dangerous. You can't go around just making stuff up and putting it on your site without having proper demonstrations that this stuff actually does exist. You're ripping people off. What's next? Oh, if you paint the screen this way, it does 4K. But if you paint it this way, it does 8K. Those lives come next. If you thought for a hot second, Mr. Danny, and you think that you were going to get on YouTube, especially for a person like me who's been in the field for a long time, and if you thought that it was going to get past my radar of you making up some dumb nonsense like range gaining, I was going to catch on to that, yeah, you have lost your marbles. You got caught onto that nonsense. The game doesn't even exist as that. I'm going to take you to court on that. Yes, sir. I'm going to get you for consumer fraud. I'm going to challenge your company. Because that, what's next? I watched GM with the GM Go, whatever projector is called. They did it. They turned around right there on Amazon. Put down, if you're using, it's a 2400 lumen projector. If you use it with an ambient light rejection screen, it automatically, the projector jumps to 3600 lumens. How the freak would that be possible? So you have it where if you paint the screen in some special technique, the screen automatically jumps from, he said an 8.1 to some 8.2, some crazy nonsense. How? I can't wait to get you in courtroom. I can't wait to hear how you're going to explain this to me, judge, and a lawyer, how this is possible. You're going to basically have to represent this in court. I'm going to ask the judge, I want to see an example. Since I can't get you on YouTube to do it, and you keep basically dodging my questions, I'll take your company to court, and I'll get you in a courtroom, and then you'll have to prove it to me and a judge. How this is possible. If not, you're going to hit with consumer fraud. You know you get jail time for that too, right? So you better be able to back that up. And if you say that, well, no, you have a history of it. You have a history of it. That goopy-to-goo nonsense, you literally made this statement. We got you on recording saying that if you paint the screen a fifth time, the screen gets slightly brighter. Tell me you didn't say that in court. Then you turned around and you were selling your customers half paint and half water. And you were saying that the water, when they get the product, the reason why there's a separation is due to the fact that the water acts as some kind of delivery system to keep the paint from evaporating. I'm going to get you on that one too. Making false statements. Can't do that. Because then you'll have people, if people don't crack down on that kind of nonsense, and I know you're in the room listening. I know you're in the room listening. I know you're here. If people don't crack down on that kind of nonsense, then you're going to have people popping up saying, hey, look, this is a special paint that if you paint it up, it gives you 4K, and if you paint it side to side, you get 720p. You're going to get that kind of dumb nonsense popping up. You're going to have to prove it actually does exist. Like, you know, the screen we have that absorbs sunlight. We got video documentation showing from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way till 6, the screen collecting sunlight and producing an image. I can produce that image anywhere I want. I do those demonstrations live. So if I can back up my demonstrations live, how else can I back up everything else? I'm going to take you to court for it. So you might have to shut your website down, because you're going to have to. When we get in that courtroom, they're going to shut your website down. It's going down. It definitely is. All that's going down. PayPal account, everything's going down. Because you're going to have a violation against you, a very serious violation. Let me pull out the phone. What do we get for that? For consumer fraud, for making stuff up? Because I know Whatchamacallit got sued for a lot of money. Freaking Valva got hit hard. Yeah, Epson hit the daylights out of Valva. They did. They got sued. You can't be going under telling me, oh, our projector is 6,000 lumens. On what planet is it 6,000 lumens? Let me see. You know what a 6,000 lumen projector would look like at ultra short throw that bounces off a wall? You have any idea what your environment would look like? You would look like, you ever seen the poltergeist when they showed the house from the outside balling up and you saw a light that pushing up from every corner? That's literally what the outside of your house would look like. I have 5,000, 6,000 lumen projectors on Chrissy's. These are long throws at around 18 feet. You hit a white screen, can blow up all over the place. So you're talking about a foot. Yeah, right. That's the equivalent of sticking your face in the high beams. Let's see what we get for companies' consumer fraud. I need that. That's a property. It's good. One thing, it's good to know people in City Hall. I know a lot of people over in City Hall. I need some, it's a property I'm looking for, and they got it for me. They got me the information on it for something I need to do. Let me see. Really? Did I ask for all that? Hey, I'd be doing too much. How much jail time can you get if your company is guilty of consumer fraud? So let's see what you're going to be facing on, man. Oh, there you go. I don't know if you can see it or not. But, let's see. First degree, and you've done this twice, because we got you on this doing this twice, up to 5 years in jail. So you get 5 years in jail, up to $10,000 fine. Third degree felony, that's going to be $15,000. And the worst of the worst is going to be $25,000. But all in all, you're going to get about 5 years in jail if you can't prove this range gain exists. Or that whole system where you talked about how you paint the screen again, because we want to show the courts that you have a history of doing this. So that way you don't get off as a first offender. We want to show them that, oh, he's done this multiple times. So we've got him making statements, especially about my product. He made statements about how my Phantom technology came out that dark. You don't have to back that up. That's one little suit coming at you right there. But the ones you really don't have to worry about is the fact that the consumer suits that are coming at you, because if you can't back it up, that your product actually does this, and you made all this up, and you attach this to a PayPal shopping cart, which means you had consumers who will buy that, and to find out it's not true, you're looking at jail time. Now see, maybe, what if your shopping carts weren't open? Say they weren't active, okay? And say they weren't available for the consumer to be able to buy these things. This basically makes it a little bit easier for him to get out of that situation, because he said it, but he never actually made it available for customers to be able to buy it. Now, we can show there are multiple interactions with the site that the shopping carts were active, and the PayPal shopping carts were active, and that means any consumer could have went in and bought that product, and it was sat on his site for at least over 6 months, showing that he had an open shopping cart with false information on his products. He was trying to sell them, which means I'd be deceiving the consumers, which means that's 5 years in jail. And we can show you've done this twice, including with our own company, which is making false claims against my business and making statements that my Phantom technology came out so dark on your screen that you claim to be black, which really wasn't. Again, we're consumer fraud. It's gray. Yeah, that whole thing with you and Silent Wake, that's going to pop up in there too, because I'm going to have to explain that one. So yeah, good luck on all that. Oh, I missed the bench. It was nice. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Give them something to think about. I know they come into my room saying, what the heck is he talking about? All the dumb stuff you did. And you can delete all your videos. It doesn't make a difference. I've been copying your stuff for years, just for this day. Getting ready for this day. All your stuff is copied. All your stuff is filed. Everything is ready to go. If you know anything about me, I'm a person who basically does not say anything unless I can back it up. You should know that by now. And the fact that I am that person, that means you're in a heck of a lot of trouble. So take the long way around. That means you're in a lot of trouble. Remember when I told you that if you see me in a courtroom, that means your life is over? And you start seeing these brown boxes coming in, lots of them. Each one of those boxes means that's the years you're going to get behind bars. I kind of warned you this was going to happen. I've been telling Jamie about this for years, and Jamie has been carrying on and acting up so badly that he has literally committed so many crimes that the statute of limitations on these lawsuits coming at him are so fresh. He refreshed every last one of them. We had a few of them that if he kept his mouth shut and he stayed in his corner and didn't do anything else, he would have got away with it, because too many years went past and the limitations expired. But you kept doing dumb stuff over and over again. So that means that you kept refreshing the statute of limitations. Not on the other ones. Some of them we can't use. But other ones, we got plenty of them on you. Yep. So y'all kept doing dumb stuff. And we just kept documenting it. So we literally have enough stuff to prosecute you for the next 4 years. As long as we go in and we file our documents against you, statute of limitations, click. We're good. We don't have to worry about anything. We're good. We got you. So yeah, gentlemen, we have the evidence. We got you. I'm going to take your company to court. I'm going to definitely see you in court. And yeah, how it's going to be. I enjoy the bench. I get a chance to go to the bench. I get to air out, have a little fun, and talk about this, that, and the other. Yeah, I tell you something. What I can't wait. I can't wait the most, gentlemen. I cannot wait till we get in front of that judge. I am giddy as a schoolgirl with a new dress. It's a lot of giddy. Because I can't wait to hear you run your mouth like you were running it on YouTube. How you made all these false statements about my company. I can't wait. I want to hear everything. I want to hear it. Because this time you can't hide behind your keyboard. You're in front of a judge. You swore under oath. You will speak. That's what you will. You will stand up. You will take it like a man. That's what you're going to do. No crying, no whining, none of that nonsense. You're going to face the music. Your time has run out, gentlemen. I cannot wait for this day. No way to get around this. Can't unplug your mouse. Can't unplug your keyboard. Can't disconnect your internet. You can't run. There's no place to go. That's what I love about court. There is no place to go. All your actions and everything you do will be before the courts. And it's going to be bad. So, you're going to explain to a judge why you attacked my business and why you tried to make my company look like something that it wasn't. And if you can't, well, man, I wish I can tell you how bad it's going to be, but I don't know how bad it's going to be. Just put it this way. It's going to be so bad that you're going to wish for a heart attack in that courtroom. That's how bad it's going to be. It's going to be like nothing you ever been through your entire life. The whole cotton mouth, leg jumping at 100 miles an hour, heart racing, all that. Because you guys did some really dumb stuff. I mean, some really, really dumb stuff. And my lawyer sat there and laughed through all that and said, gee, are they slow? I said, no, apparently not. They just keep doing dumb stuff. See, they figured that because no one's going to figure out who they are, and they can hide behind a computer and do whatever they want, and they think they can get away with it. All your emails got traced. Yeah, the emails you sent to my account, every single one of them are traced. Because it's a part of investigation. So that means even if you weren't a part of their circle, you are now. And if we find out that anybody new was in those emails when they start tracing them in, we're coming for you next. Which means you will lose everything, and we will take whatever we can take from you. So just keep in mind, if you basically were involved in any of that nonsense, you're going to go through the same fate they're going to go through. So this is the time to basically start getting scared. Oh, what was the other fellow's name? We forgot one. Matthews. Mr. Matthews. I forgot about you, buddy. We got to have a talk. I'm going to send you out I think you're probably at the same address. I got to have a little talk with you. Didn't you do a demonstration with a projector that my company didn't support and made false claims? Let's check our statute of limitations on that one, because we can get you for fraud on that one. I'm definitely going to hit the daylights out of you. I forgot all about you. You probably think this guy hasn't brought my name up at all, period. In any of these conversations, he probably, no, we didn't forget about you. I got your PayPal receipt on my end where you purchased from my company, and I got your videos claiming that my product didn't work right. It was a scam, it's all this, and you used a projector that our company doesn't support. I'm going to sue you for a cool $1 million. Hope you got my money. Well, gentlemen, it's interesting when you sit there and say that at the end of the day that I'm supposed to be broke, I'm supposed to be homeless, and this is about to happen to you pretty soon. You're going to be broke, you're going to be homeless. And you can sit there and cry and whine on YouTube at the end of the day and go, oh, it's not right because he's supposed to be a Christian, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. No, buddy, at the end of the day, you're supposed to mind your own freaking business and not do dumb stuff. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to seep down to your level and take pictures of you and slander you all over YouTube and dox your addresses and go out and try to terrify your family members. I don't do stuff like that in the day. I'm an adult. I'm not a child. You did that dumb nonsense. So I'm going to handle this like anybody else should handle it. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to file criminal charges. I'm going to take away your freedom. That's what I'm going to do. And you can cry and whine about it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure I get a gag order on you so you can't say nothing about what's about to happen to you in court. On top of that, keep in mind, you'll have a record, a criminal record, and to add to that, you won't have any access to online. Because these are cyber crimes, which means your internet privileges are gone. Now, I think I'm going to go to the Chuck Wagon Museum today. Let me go get my stuff. Go to this Chuck Wagon Museum because I've been dying to get down there and check this thing out. I'm going to walk this way. No, I'm going to walk up here. And people, I'll see y'all later. I got to go. I got things to do.